Tell me how you felt yesterday when you learnt that you're going to have a by-election.
Obviously, it was a bit of a shock, first of all, but again, he's trying to prove a point, and they seem to be picking on him at the moment. Nobody's picking on Starmer, who's obviously, there's lots of our children now, more children out of work, etc. like that.
They're more worried about the £5 million that he received and things like that. That was a gift. That was given to him in 2023, before he even became an MP. And if anyone gives you a gift, that's your business. It's nothing to do with anybody else.
It does seem, though, because his popularity is brilliant at the moment within the country, they're trying to downgrade him, obviously, to make sure they're in front and they're going to be voted in.
An election. Why don't they ask the people a general election now? Starmer's going. Have a general election. They're frightened because they're frightened that Nigel is going to get in.
Even Burnham, he's come in now into the. We haven't had a vote about this guy. We never know. He's up in Manchester come, and now he's going to be possibly the Prime Minister of this country.
How do I feel? I don't really feel anything for it, really. It's unnecessary. It's all a political game. We're doing it for distraction. You know, we've got 5 million reasons, haven't we?
Why do you think he called the by-election?
As a distraction. Man's under pressure. Doesn't do anything. Self-centred, self-serving. It is a distraction. People will vote him in round here. As I say, I'm quite pleased that the major parties aren't going to put any candidates forward. They shouldn't. It should be just this guy making a mockery of a system.
You do have an alternative candidate. We don't know the full list of candidates at this point, but Count Binface has said he's going to run.
Yeah, I'd vote for Binface. And I've lived in Clacton since 1977, and I think we've just become a political circus. You know, it's just we are we're a tool for his profiteering.
Does there seem to be a point to you? It looks like he's going to stand almost unopposed. I mean, him against Count Binface. What's the point of this?
I can't really tell you, you know. So, I don't think it's going very well, is it, this interview?
No, it's going fine. I want to know what you actually think. You might be confused as to why he's done it or not very sure, and either of those options are fine.
I'm not really sure why he's done it, you know, so... Yeah.
But you'll be supporting him?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Tell me why.
Because he's hoping for him to sort out all these coming off the boat. He's the man to stop it. That's what Jeffrey thinks, don't you?
Yeah.
And are you worried about who's funding Nigel Farage? The fact that he's had this £5 million donation, there are question marks about who's funding his staff, security?
No, not at all, no.
Why not? Why are you not worried?
No, I'm just not worried, no.
I'd rather him get it than some of the others.
They're just trying to get him out. You know what I mean? They're just throwing anything at him, just trying to get him out. So.
Who's the they, do you think?
The other government.
So Nigel Farage has said the people of Clacton will judge him on his actions. How do you judge him?
He's a winner, isn't he? And we need him. We need Nigel to... He fought for 25 years on his own. He was like the Jeffrey Boycott of the politicians. And you know what? That young man, David Cameron, he had the kahunas. James Hunt said that in 1976. To give us the vote, I want to see David Cameron and Nigel Farage linked together. I hope Mr. Cameron's well. I heard he wasn't too well. But the point I'm making is Nigel Farage is going to be Prime Minister. But we're going to have to wait 3 years because we're going to have an unelected Prime Minister, aren't we? Nigel, what are you going to do about it? Can't you tell him what to do? Help him, Nigel. Nigel knows all the answers.
Do you understand then why it is that Nigel Farage called this by-election?
Yes, I do. Because he wants to show those people who are so annoyed. Do you know, a month after he got elected, either the Labour Party or the Conservative Party put a notice up on the London road saying this man earned £600,000 the first month he was in charge of Clacton. We don't care how much money politicians earn. We care what they do for us.
Do you care about the £5 million donation that came from Christopher Harborne, the cryptocurrency tycoon?
Well, I've asked him if I can have 5 million as well. And I've got to get Nigel's permission.
Do you think Nigel Farage should have declared it?
Well, why did he have to?
When they said he was going to make a statement, I thought, I wasn't that surprised. But I think he's just playing a game, really. Because if nobody else is standing, if you don't want to vote for him, who do you vote for? You know, it's...
I think in the paper today it said that he's resigning, but he's standing again. So whether he's playing a trick or not, I don't know. See whether people still want him to be MP of Clacton.
Yeah,
but Clacton, we've never seen him. I mean, he hasn't really done anything for Clacton, you know. So, you know, I don't. Well, I don't know if I can say this,
who do you
but
vote for if you don't want to vote for him?
I'm not very keen on the man. Put it that way.
Tell me why not.
Well, like I say, he's never been round Clacton. He's supposed to be for Clacton, and yet he's always going away. He's gone to places like America when, you know, England have got their own problems. We should be sorted out.
It looks like he's going to stand pretty much unopposed. You could vote for Count Binface. How do you feel about sort of the state of democracy then?
Well, I don't think that is it? Because if it's either him or Binface or what, you just don't vote, and then he gets in again. So I don't know. It's.
Well, nothing will change if he gets back in again. Nothing will change.
But they're saying about the case against him that's going to go forward, and then which means there's sort of something, isn't there, about the he's got to go through the case before they can resign and have an election, isn't there?
So there's quite a complicated procedure. The Parliamentary Standards Commission are investigating. That gets put on pause right now while he calls the by-election. Who did you two vote for last time?
Well, I voted for the Green Party because I'm a bit of a Green person myself on certain things.
I voted Conservative.
Do you feel frustrated that the Greens and the Conservatives aren't standing in this election?
Yes, definitely. Because I say, you know, if you can't vote for who you want, Nigel Farage is going to get in again and thinks that everybody in Clacton's for him when it's not true, is it?
Well, I agree with it, what my wife said, yeah. I mean, if he gets in again, what will happen, you know, what will happen to the place, you know? I'm a Clactonian and I'm seeing things at the moment in Clacton going downhill, what with shops closing and no support for shop owners and the state of repair of the roads. It's a common thing, it's the same thing.
Do you understand, though, why it is that Nigel Farage wanted to call this by-election?
Well, obviously he's trying to prove a point, isn't he?
What point might that be?
But the point is that they're picking on him, and he just wants to prove a point that right. Let's ask the people of Clacton to vote
legal.
for him.
He's done everything. He wouldn't stand there and turn and said everything was done. You know, I've got no crime. There's nothing he's done that is wrong. I don't think he has. Anyway, you know what I mean? I'm fed up. I have voted Conservative in the past. I voted Labour in the past, but these people, even, you know, they've gone now. Miliband, he was only in, what was he in for? About 2 years, 3 years? He quitted. Brown, he quitted. You know, it's not on. I want someone who's going to look after this country.
What is amazing, though, is the fact that they talk about Nigel in Clacton. You'd never see Bandock and all these other people down here. They don't care about us.
No, they don't care.
But Nigel Farage is the constituency MP
Yeah,
here.
precisely.
How do you
But
feel
they should-
How do you feel he's been as a constituency MP?
Well, I think he's done a lot of things for us down here, and he's always willing to talk to his constituency, like with our people here.
They are.
He's always
And-
willing, and he's
the
always
thing
polite
is,
and nice.
We moved down here 8 years ago, right? We lived in Finchley. We was in quite a real lovely area. I was born and bred there. But the state of it now, I won't go back there. This is heaven, this is. And they're always criticising Clacton. I wish they'd stop doing it. And
There is-
Nigel is... Sorry?
There is criticism that Nigel Farage didn't declare the donations that were given to him.
But why should he? Why should he?
If it's private
That was-
between
He
him.
wasn't an MP until 2024. He got that money in 2023 or 2022. That was his money. It's like us giving my son a gift and they're questioning him after 2 years. Nothing to do with anybody. That's his money.
Obviously, they're going to pick on him because he's favourite in the voting thing at the moment. So they're going to try to find picking points. So that's all it is with obviously Labour and Tory. They're the same, aren't
That's
they?
it. Why don't they want to call a general election and let's see who will get in. Let's do that.
Who did you vote for at the last election?
I didn't,
Okay, why didn't you vote?
because they're all useless.
Okay,
Because
so
they promise things and they don't deliver. So I'll probably do a better job myself.
do you include your current MP, Nigel Farage, in that category?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
So he's resigned to
Yeah,
call.
no, he has, yeah.
So will you be voting for him?
He's all right, I guess, but he's better than most of them, yeah.
Do you understand why he's resigned?
No, I don't. I don't understand politics at all. All I know is they're useless and they should get people that know what they're doing and not promise things and then don't deliver.
How do you think Nigel Farage has delivered for the constituents like you of Clacton?
Well, not much really, because the taxes have gone up and I'm paying much more taxes than I used to do. So yeah, I work really hard. I do like a 37.5-hour week and then I get taxed like 400 quid a month, which is ridiculous. Yeah.
Do you think you're going to vote at the upcoming by-election?
No, I don't. I never do. I don't think it's any point because they say they're going to do it and they don't. It's like Labour promised loads of things and never did it, so what's the point?
I think it's a waste of money. It's already been, was it just over 2 years? And we've had a by-election then, he's got voted in. I mean, another 2 years, there's going to be another vote anyway. So why bother doing it now? I don't know whether it's for his own self-esteem or whether it is to take the government on. But I think for what he's done and how much you see him here, I think it's a waste of time. That's about it, really.
What do you mean about that? What's he been like as a constituency MP?
But you don't see him. You know, he turns up for photo shoots. If there's something going on and it's a little bit of advertising, he turns up. Otherwise, he's off jetting around the world, being with all his mates and that in America. But where the job should be done is seeing him here. And that's where he's being let down himself. He's not being seen in his own area.
Who did you vote for in the last election?
I actually voted for reform because I wanted to see change. But nothing has changed. Not what we can see. And you can ask most people in Clacton probably. There's not much change.
Who will you vote for in this by-election?
Well, at the moment, nobody is putting up, as far as I know. So it's going to be him. But until the time comes round to see who it is, I haven't made my mind up. I might change. I might stay the same. I don't know yet.
Well, I feel it's a done result, as in that the others are not going to go, are they? So they're only going to get the odd loose head, sorry, but they're still going to do it, aren't they?
So why do you think Nigel Farage called the by-election?
Well, to prove a point to the other parties, I think, that he can, you know, he's a bit financial, how can one put it, up in the air, you know, without being a thing. But I just feel that he's always attacked, and that's my opinion of it, and I really do think. I mean, I watched the interview with Naga on the thing, and she would not let it like a dog with a bone. And she never does it with anybody. I don't know if the BBC have got that sort of idea to, but I never see it with the other people.
Do you think she had a point?
No, I don't. I think she must be either being led by backroom staff or something, because the simple reason she would not let it go. And I don't know. Is it right? Yeah, he's got questions to answer, but who else are you going to replace him with?
So are you comfortable with the allegations that have come forward, the claims that he's received this £5 million donation? Actually, that's not been disputed. He did receive a £5 million donation. And also there's other scrutiny over who's been funding him, his social media, his staffing, some of his accommodation.
if he's doing something breaking the law, surely he should just be arrested and dealt with by the courts, or took out of Parliament until he answers the questions, isn't he? And so now he's going back, and he's going to get justification if all the people put him back in, aren't they?
Will you vote for him in the by-election?
I'm afraid so, yes.
Don't need to say I'm afraid. I'm here to find out what you're thinking.
No.
And do you feel frustrated that what was the point of having this by-election when none of the other candidates are standing?
Well, no, it's the cost, everything else that's going to go into it. He's just proved the point that they don't want to come up against him, do they? They're going to lose if they come up against him.